Huskies. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains, you can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So the Washington Huskies kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Brown will throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Inside the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line. First down for the offense.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The officials have stopped the clock as there is an injured Auburn Tiger on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Now the play fake. Spun a little time, lets it go. Touchdown Auburn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. To the house. Touchdown, Husky.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. It's Singleton.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll give it to Washington. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short count.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On third down, here's Washington. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy. Wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Washington. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Williams starting to feel a little pressure. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Here's Williams to throw. Here comes the heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here comes the offense on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling one or two guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Play fake, Williams. He's got an open man. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's how the career starts, his first carry. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Brown will throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does.
Ready. Red 18, red 18. Go!
They'll try to get it in with the run.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Headed outside for the line. It's Washington. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get things going with the Ball State Cardinals taking on the number 19 team, the Utah Utes. And it's Ball State with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Break. Here we go.
The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Williams. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. And the most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they forced an advantageous situation on 3rd and long.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Shakes off the defender. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He might want another play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. 129. Flash.
They'll send the back in motion.
Go.
Throwing, Williams. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Oh, maybe a double pass. He's got it up to 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Gets it to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
95-96 Prince. 95-96 Prince. Let it go.
Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
So here comes the Auburn offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Brown wants to pass. Fires left. And they're not on the same page there.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. grab behind the line. It's Kane. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw it. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hard running there. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Brown will throw it. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll give it to Washington. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And the misconnection on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got it set up on the outside.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Brown wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They've been aggressive on fourth down. They've already converted twice, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. Offense in a split backfield. He'll He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Quarterback keeps it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll give it to the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
At the 43-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
This offense says it's four-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. The run inside. It's Eldridge. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on fourth and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Williams fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Gets the back moving. Williams on the play fake. He'll pull it down. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Brown will throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Now on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. The Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the back. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Maybe some room here. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Play action with Williams. Might be looking to run. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now on third down for this offense. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Washington right back to the line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that first and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Here's Williams to throw. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. now in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man, it's Johnson. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
He'll throw it. It's complete to the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats.
Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Hey, 80-22 ISO. 80-22 ISO. Check. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Ready.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much